Thanks to Fahad at Team Fighting Fit for submitting his social media assets for audit. A lot of the posts are branded. You can see that he is starting to do some thought leadership. He's got that green color on everything. His logo is on a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of smiling faces. And I think generally and overall, he does a great job. A couple of things I did notice is that they're quite inconsistent. So it looks like the last week or so, you've been pretty consistent on making some posts. And then when I look historically, there's maybe a post a week. Sometimes there's larger gaps between there. One of the things that I would certainly have you do is be more consistent and scheduling out these posts on a software like Kilo's Gym Lead Machine to pre-schedule content, just to make sure that there's something going out on a daily basis. Something that I found very interesting was he's pinned this "what are your prices" post. So my assumption is he's getting this question a lot and he wanted to answer it before people asked him. I don't know if this works, but I'm really interested to know if this is attracting people to ask you questions or if it's deterring from it. Typically, what I recommend is not listing pricing on a website or listing a pricing range on your website so that you can get people to reach out to you and then you can answer this question with them and while you're sitting in front of them or over the phone. I do like that in your bio, you mention who you help, where you're located, and then what to do next. Then we've got your link in the bio here, which goes to a landing page. You have been paying attention. So you've got a landing page on here that has a video and a call to action and who we're looking for. One thing that I would do is have this video autoplay because this video is pretty cool. And if it just auto played, I think it would be much more attractive. Then your call to action asks for a couple of things and then they move on to the next step. And then we move on over to your website. One thing I did notice is as soon as I got onto this website, I had this, what we call intrusive pop-up. There's some research out there about intrusive pop-ups that basically say people don't read them and they just find the X button as quickly as possible. It's also not good for SEO. You're better off letting your lead click on the button versus being served an intrusive pop-up. I really like your articles section. It's eye-catching. It makes me want to click on some of these, especially this one. It makes me want to read this stuff. And so I think you've done a really good job there. So Fahad, I think you've actually done a great job. Where I think you're really strong is your branding and your client stories. There was really nothing that I had in the okay section, just a couple of things that I thought were weak. So you should definitely up your engagement. Some of the people you've had in your gym have really great transformation stories. You should really be increasing the engagement on those posts by asking for comments, asking for questions, getting your clients to comment on those. And I think if more people saw them, you would certainly get more leads out of that. The other thing that I think you can improve is your consistency. Posting once per day at bare minimum is something that you should really have in your goals for the next little while. I know that it's a lot, so getting some help in that area is certainly not a bad idea. My recommendations for you are to post at least once per day and then remove that intrusive pop-up from the site. If this video was useful for you, you can submit your own social media assets for audit by checking out the link in the show notes here. Please like and subscribe and of course, share with your favorite gym owners.